difficult for me to add much to that, this whole service. I will say this, in my lifetime, here lately, last few years, there's been some things going on in our society that you think, what is going on? Things that if you would have thought of or mentioned, I don't know, 5 years ago, you'd think that's ridiculous, what's happening in our society. And I think you know what I'm talking about without me being, too specific. And also, those things like that are discouraging to me. They just kind of weigh on me, and I worry about what's going to happen. My wife and I have 5 grandkids, and I wonder what world they're going to grow up in. Really. I know this, it's not the same world I grew up in, not even close. And then I get the opportunity, a privilege really, to travel around to different congregations and speak to people and preach for people. And you've probably seen this as well. Congregations are getting smaller. I mean, even though the church girdles the globe, and it's everywhere, but as far as the vast population, it's a tiny, tiny fraction. The Bible tells us that, and it warns us about that the right way is the narrow way, and there's going to be few that find it. And that discourages me as well. But I'll tell you what encourages me in so many different ways is these young men that had the courage, had the desire, took the time to study and to learn. I mean, that my heart sings with people like that, our young men that are willing to do that. And the reason why we have meetings like this, and the reason why I spent a few minutes here now you said the pizza's going to be here 5:30, so I got an hour. No, just kidding. The reason why I encourage, and we all encourage you young men, is because, quite frankly, you're needed. You're needed terribly. I think every congregation that we can think of, all of us, we need other people coming up, young men that are coming up and are willing to take on the mantle and do whatever it takes to see that congregation and the church continues to grow, because quite frankly it's up to us. And I know this, that the years that I've been in the church, and it's been a while, some of the old preachers, the old standards, men that I grew up listening to and really enjoyed, they're all gone. Most of them are. And there's going to come a time where the older teachers, the older men, we're going to be gone. Maybe sooner than later, it seems like. But you're needed to fill that gap. You're needed to step up and be the leader, be the teacher, be the song leader, the prayer leader. Be the one that congregation, wherever that might be, desperately needs to keep it strong, to keep it close to God, and on the straight and narrow way. And I hope that you'll continue to put your efforts in your studies and learning God's Word and apply it the very best you possibly can. I really pray that's what you continue to do. We never want to close the service, ever, without offering a song of invitation for someone who'd like to obey the gospel, follow the steps that we kind of talked about a little bit last night, but also those that are a member of the church that have strayed, have problems, and need the prayers of the church to help them through this time. We bid you come if you're of either class while we stand and sing.